Well, hello folks, it's your native Flor-xan, and today we're going to make one of my favorite recipes that I haven't made in a long time, and that is shrimp and grits. So let's get into it. Okay, so starting out, we're just going to start out making our grits first so we can set them aside, and then we'll get to working on the shrimp. But I'm just using these quick grits because that's all I could find at the grocery store other than the little packets and stuff. So I'm going to get going on these, just follow the directions on them, and then I'll show you how I finish them off in order to eat our shrimp and grits. And so I do want to mention, since I'm the only one in the house that eats grits, if you've got a no carb, low carb eater, I think I got a solution for that too, because the wife was excited to eat shrimp and grits, but the unfortunate part is that she doesn't eat the carbs, which grits have carbs that she's not eating. So a little bit closer to the end of the video, I'm going to show you what we do for her. Alright, so our grits are almost done here. I'm just going to add a pat of some of that butter, that seafood butter we made. Actually, I'm going to add two. Why not? Get that stirring around in there. You can kind of see what we got. And I'm going to add a little bit of my house seasoning, just to kind of season up them grits a little bit. And I know we have that butter that's seasoned, but to me, I like my grits a little salty. I don't know about you, but that's how I like them. But I'm going to call these good. Last thing I'm going to do is I got some mild cheddar here. I'm just going to add me a little handful of that. Kind of stir that around. Alright, so we're going to set these aside, cover them up, and let them do their thing from there. Okay, so next we're going to get started with our Dutch oven, and I'm going to start off with a good chunk of our butter here, get that melting down, and then what I got is some shallot, some onions, some diced onions, and then some diced peppers to throw up in here. We'll get them sweated down. I got a little parsley that I'm going to add at the end. And then I think the more important piece, several videos ago we made some tasso. So I pulled some of that out. We're going to get this diced up and chunk some of that off in there. So our butter's melting down. I'm going to go ahead and throw them onions off in there. Some shallots. And that bell pepper. Just going to kind of let these sweat down a little bit. Alright, so I got my tasso diced up. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. Again, that's some smoked pork that was seasoned with Cajun seasoning that we did several videos ago. I'll try to remember to post a link to that on this video here. Alright, so this is just about where I want it. You'll see a little fond on the bottom of the pan. And so what we're going to do, a lot of people would use a seafood stock or chicken stock or something like that. I like to deglaze the pan with a little bit of wine. So I got a little Chardonnay here. I'm just going to add a touch of that. And then just to add a little color, I'm going to add a decent little squeeze of tomato paste to this. It's probably about 2 tablespoons there. We'll let that work around. And we're going to add a little Worcestershire. Put a little of my daddle pepper sauce in there that I keep spilling all over my hand. Alright, then I'm going to add, I know our tasso's got Cajun seasoning in it, but I'm going to add just a tad bit more. And a little bit of my house seasoning. Give that a mix. I wish y'all could smell this. I'm telling you. This stuff is smelling good, good, good. All right, y'all, so for our shrimp, what I did is I took some shrimp I got at the store. I went ahead and peeled them, deveined them. We're going to chuck them off in there. Now, you notice I didn't leave the tail on there because I don't like eating it. If you want to leave it on there for aesthetics, you're more than welcome to do so, but in my house, we don't do that. And so I just put them in this bag. I'm just going to dump them in there, get them mixed in there. And then I'm going to put the lid on this and turn this heat down a little bit until these shrimp get nice and cooked through. It's been in there for just a little bit, but now this roasted garlic that we made in my last video, I'm going to put probably about a tablespoon of it in there. And then chunk off our parsley. Go ahead and give this a stir, and then I'm going to put the lid back on it and let this shrimp finish cooking. It's cooked for a little bit. You can see our shrimp is cooked all the way through. And everything in here is ready to go. So I promised I would do something for the low carb eaters. And so I got some rice cauliflower that you just heat up in the microwave. I throwed some cheese on it and then put a little bit of my house seasoning. So I'm just going to stir that up real quick. This is for my low carb eater here at the house. But y'all think it need more cheese? Yeah, I think so too. It need more cheese. A little more in there for. So I'm not a big fan of the rice cauliflower because I'm not a big fan of cauliflower itself because it's kind of bland. So I'm going to try to spruce it up for as best I can. So we'll get this on a plate. And I got my grits that we cooked earlier. Just going to toss me some of this off on there. Get some. I got to get some of that juice out of the bottom. And we'll get Mama's portion here. Give her a little more juice. Then we'll get it to eating. So I'm going to try mine out first. Get some of them grits. Some of that shrimp on there. That is good right there, especially them vegetables and that juice from that.
You made mine with cauliflower?
I made yours with cauliflower rice.
It was really good.
You like that?
I do.
Put a little cheese in there and a little bit of the house seasoning.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
You like it?
Very good.
Win for me. Alright folks, so again, simple dish to try. It's real quick and easy. I had a little bit of prep I did earlier in the day, but I think I got maybe 20-30 minutes between cooking grits, cooking the shrimp, cooking the rice cauliflower in the microwave, and so made us a good meal. So I hope you try it out. There's 1,000 different recipes out there for shrimp and grits, but this happens to be the one that I put together years ago and used to serve at cook-offs and stuff like that. So try it out. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks to all of you that subscribed. We'll see you on the next one.